So let's do a deep dive,
Hmm.
into this fight everybody's heard of.
Okay.
Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Right.
Um, and we all know that it was dubbed the fight of the century.
It really was.
But I think that maybe we can take a closer look at, you know, what actually happened in the ring that night.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea,
Yeah.
because it was one of the most watched fights in history,
Right.
and so many people have an opinion about it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great to look back with a more, analytical eye and really break it down.
Okay, so let's set the stage. It's May 2nd, 2015, and we're in Las Vegas.
The MGM Grand Garden Arena
Oh, yeah.
packed.
Yeah, and these are two, like the top,
They're both champions and yeah.
the champions of the world.
Yes.
And they have such different styles.
Yeah, that's what made it so interesting, right? I mean,
Yeah.
people have been talking about this fight for years.
Absolutely.
Like, who would win if these two ever got in the ring together?
Yeah, you got Mayweather, who's like just known for his defense.
Right.
Just like untouchable.
Uh-huh.
And then you have Pacquiao, who's like this aggressive.
Relentless.
Yeah, just like a whirlwind. So
Yeah.
right away, like round one starts, and you see Mayweather just like shutting down Pacquiao's offense.
Right. He's using that shoulder roll,
Uh-huh.
where he kind of like deflects the punches with his shoulder.
And then he comes back with that straight right,
Yeah.
and he lands it over and over again.
Pacquiao just could not figure out how to get past that defense.
But, I mean, Pacquiao did have his moments, right?
He
I
did.
think in round 4.
Yeah, when he landed that left hook,
Yeah.
it was like the whole arena just exploded.
Yeah, and even when Pacquiao, he didn't land a clean punch,
Yeah.
like even his, near misses, the crowd would erupt.
They were so behind it.
It was amazing.
Absolutely.
It really showed you like how much people, wanted to see him win.
Yeah.
But to really like break this down, we should look at the CompuBox numbers.
Okay, so for people who don't know, CompuBox is a system that tracks every punch thrown and landed in a fight, so we can see
Oh, wow.
exactly how many punches each fighter landed.
Interesting.
And what's fascinating is that Pacquiao actually threw more punches.
Really?
Yes, but Mayweather landed more.
So it's like quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Okay.
He was more accurate with his punches.
And I think, another thing to think about is that Mayweather, he was throwing a lot of power punches.
Yeah, the straight rights.
Oh, right.
They do a lot of damage.
So Pacquiao was landing more jabs, but those don't have the same impact.
They score points, but
Okay.
they don't necessarily knock you out.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like a one-sided fight the whole time. I mean,
Right.
they were both adjusting their strategies throughout.
Right. Pacquiao, he tried to come in from different angles,
Uh-huh.
He tried to cut off the ring and trap Mayweather.
Right.
And Mayweather, I think he sensed Pacquiao's frustration and he started to get more aggressive.
So interesting.
Yeah, it became a real chess match.
Yeah, and then the later rounds,
I mean, both fighters were exhausted by that point.
yeah, but you could see that they both had incredible stamina.
Yeah.
Neither one of them was giving up.
Yeah.
But I think you could see in those later rounds that Mayweather's experience was starting to show.
Right.
Like he was dictating the pace of the fight.
Exactly.
So ultimately, the judges awarded the fight to Mayweather.
A unanimous decision.
Yeah.
All 3 judges scored it in his favor.
Right. So that made Mayweather's record 48 wins and 0 losses.
Yeah. Cementing his legacy as one of the greatest.
Absolutely. I mean, what do you think is like the biggest takeaway from this fight?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that it's still debated today.
Yeah.
Like, who really won that fight?
Right.
Some people say Mayweather clearly won because he landed more punches.
Right.
He was more accurate. He controlled the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But other people will tell you that Pacquiao won the hearts of the fans because of his relentless style.
Right.
Because he never gave up.
It was just like a clash of styles. I mean, I think that's what made it so compelling to watch.
It was really a spectacle.
It was.
It's a global event.
Yeah. And it's still talked about today.
Absolutely.
Okay. So for those of you listening, we've taken a deep dive into this legendary fight, Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
We've looked at the styles, the
Sure.
stats,
The strategies.
the legacy.
But the question remains,
Who do you think won?
and that's something for you to decide.
Yeah, think about it.
That's our deep dive. Stay tuned because we have many more fascinating stories to explore.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.